Minister. I want to just go back to what my colleague was talking about on C11, and particularly with regards to the CRTC consultation. And it says that they are going to consult on what constitutes a social media service. So I want to ask you, can you define what constitutes a social media service?
You mean what the platforms are?
Yeah.
Platforms are there on the internet, used by people, by Kenyans and people all over the world.
Okay, so if it was so easy for you to define that, why is the CRTC consulting, and why isn't it in the bill?
Oh, why they do that? You have to ask the CRTC. They're independent. What I'm going to do very soon is send a set of directives. They're going to be consulting. I'll be consulting on that, then sending them the final version, and they'll be consulting on their own. There
is no doubt going to be a discussion about whether aspects of certain social media services will be covered by the streaming, covered by the Online Streaming Act. So, look, why not put the definition right in the bill, or why not accept Clause 4 to keep user-generated content out of the legislation? Why not just accept those regulations?
But, Ms. Lastman, it is out of the scope of the bill, and there'll be more precision in my policy directive. But once again, a lot of people said, oh, this will affect user-generated content, but there's no obligation on them. The obligations are only on the platforms. It's about the platforms, not the users or the creators.
So if you're certain about that, why not include it in legislation so it's not in regulation, to give people the certainty that it won't be included? Because this is not coming just from this committee. This is coming from a wide array of creators who are concerned about the very same thing. And you've got that amendment from the Senate. So why not include it unless there's another agenda?
No, but that's where your party, not you personally, but the party and us, we disagree, because we think that with the bill as is, it is excluded. They're excluded. They're totally excluded. And we said it, and the CRTC said it, there's no interest on the content, if the content is great. But imagine, I said it, millions of videos uploaded every day. Who would be watching them if they were interested in the content? No one could, even if they were interested. But they're not. The only thing we need to know is what are the revenues, so we can base on that to say, okay, that platform has to contribute a certain percentage or amount to the creation of Kenyan culture.
So the way that you defined it, though, the user platforms like YouTube or Facebook, along with their content, are included in your understanding. But the claim, the claim that the user content on these outlets somehow won't be impacted by C11, that's the claim that you're making. How do you square that circle?
But I don't see Facebook included in this. YouTube could be, because sometimes people upload exactly the same thing that you would get on Spotify, for example, the same song. So if it's treated one way on Spotify, it should be treated the same way on YouTube. That's it. But on the rest, I don't think that's scoping anyone else.
So you can understand why this is confusing. Again, why not include it in the bill?
Because the bill is clear. The bill excludes them. That's why we had that discussion for over a year now.
It's
we
clear
disagree
as mud,
on.
but I'm going to move on.
We respectfully disagree on that.
It's not really a disagreement. It's just that it's not clear.